Hello and welcome to my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. So you've seen the videos maybe about the new maximum mode and the introduction of a different archetype. Well, this archetype, the Yggdrago, the Heavenly Emperor Dragon Tree, is another one of these maximum mode monsters. This is the one that was actually shown in the anime itself, so it is the original archetype for this new series of monsters. This was developed by Nail when he was dueling, I think this is episode 23, somewhere along those lines. 22, 23, somewhere like that. Okay, so we'll just cover the effects. So the first one, I'm just going to, for simplicity, it's Yggdrago, and it's just the same name. This first one's L. It's a level 4 light attribute SEVENS type maximum effect monster. Bear in mind, I think this is the first SEVENS type monster that's introduced into the game, which is quite interesting. How they're going to progress with that, who knows. It's got 900 attack and 0 defense. The requirement as a maximum mode is you can activate by sending the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. And the effect is you choose one face-up monster, it must be level 8 or lower, your opponent controls, and destroy it. The second, which is the maximum monster itself, it's the level 10 light attribute SEVENS type maximum effect monster. Its maximum attack is 4,000 and it has a standard attack of 2,000 and 0 defense. You can maximum summon together with Yggdrago, the Heavenly Emperor Dragon Tree L and R. Requirement is to go into maximum mode itself, and it has a continuous effect. This card cannot be destroyed by the effects of your opponent's trap cards, much like the previous one that also had the same effect. So I'm wondering whether they're actually just going to look at having very similar effects to start off with, and maybe change the L and the R versions to alternate so they're archetype specific. That might be a direction they're planning to go into, or they might just be doing this and testing things out before rolling out more nuanced effects. But generally speaking, 4,000 attack isn't bad, for a maximum attack monster, it's double its original attack. Even 2,000 is okay, but, for a level 10 monster, it's a bit of a pain to use. And R has as a level 3 light attribute SEVENS type maximum effect monster. It's got 600 attack and 0 defense. The requirement is for its maximum mode, you can activate by sending the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. And the effect is to choose one defense position monster your opponent controls and change it to face-up attack position. Bear in mind that the middle dragon, which is the maximum monster, is the one that can copy the other effects of the other monsters. So not only are you able with the L version to get rid of one of your opponent's threats, you could potentially just even, not even have to get rid of it, really. You could just run over if you want to, if potentially you don't want to pitch the cards from the top of your deck. Or alternatively, with R, you're able to choose a defense position monster, flip it face up, and remember the L version can only choose a face-up monster. If your opponent has face-down defense position monsters, this is where the synergy comes into effect. You can essentially make that monster face up, use the first effect to get rid of that monster, and then attack directly to end the game. The issues I've got with these cards, and this is the same I have with the other cards, are, yes, the middle version, which is the boss monster, is incredibly threatening, and, you're not going to get rid of that very easily. If they target the other 2 monsters, and that's generally the way you're going to go to defeating this monster, get rid of the other versions, that way it cannot copy the effects of those versions, and then come after this card. That's the way I see this working. Eventually, they will come up with spell trap support, which redirects your attacks to the boss monster itself. I think there's already one. There's Earthbound Spirit, which is already in Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duels. It's an old card that was introduced way back from Yu-Gi-Oh! The original series and was just thrown into this. That's already effective. But you'll have specific ones for maximum monsters. I love the design of it, and I think these cards are amazing. I also think there's going to be a lot of a push for players to introduce using battle position changing cards, things like block attack, just to get rid of the boss monster itself, because the other two aren't the issue. It's that middle one that is the massive threat. What do you guys think of these cards? Is this something you like? I personally love the design. They're basically the same card, but it's just one that looks in a different direction. And I love how when you look at them, they look like a kind of Hydra. I think that's the design that they all interlink. And I love the whole jigsaw piecing of those cards and the artwork together. I think it's amazing, and I think it'll only get better and inspire more fans into the game. Whatever you think, leave your comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for more daily Yu-Gi-Oh content.